Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Twiz. Welcome to a brand new tutorial series about Factorio. Our today's topic are trains, so where do we need trains the most? Of course to bring in resources. Later on as well to transport other stuff, but let's start here with this little iron patch I've created up here. So let's put on some miners first, just like that. And then, very important is as well to hook them up with a balancer so they are loaded evenly. That can be very important later on, especially if you're using mods like Logistic Train Network. And as well, if you're getting a big base, it will just be much more efficient if your chests later on are loaded evenly. For the start here and to explain it very simply, we'll start with a very simple layout over here. We will simply place some tracks and then we will get some standard iron chests. Actually, I would like to have it quite centered here. No, not there, there. And then we will place 6, hopefully. That's as well later on gonna be alright with our train station. So that is gonna be the second wagon, perfect like that. So we will have 6 chests each. You'll be able to see that better if I place down the train. My standard train layout is 1 to 4, so we have 1 locomotive and 4 cargo wagons, or liquid wagons, fluid wagons as they are called. Then what I like to do is get some power poles situated, and of course we will use stack inserters. You can use blue inserters for the beginning. I'd recommend upgrading to stack inserters as soon as possible because they are just a lot quicker. Then we can put our splitters and belts here, and then we can of course copy that to each one of these as well. Then we will simply hook that up, and then I'm gonna use a creative power cell to hook up all the miners and all the, how are they called, inserters. Oh no, they are of course they are connected across. Let me just stop my CAD here, or our CAD. Okay, so that's looking fine. So we have hooked up our iron mine. So very important, name your stations. We will call it iron 1. You can change around with the colors. Of course, iron could be very nicely blue. And then we can think about where we want our base to be. Maybe let's just put it somewhere here. So we will simply go for a small setup of furnaces maybe. Let's do that in this fashion. Then let's get some blue inserters and let's point them in this direction. And then of course we can simply go ahead and copy that. Then we can get some belts laid down. Actually, how many are those? 24. kind of a reasonable number for this moment here. Then of course we will need to hook up some coal as well. We'll do that soon enough. It's gonna come in from over here for the time being. Then we need to leave a little space here, and then I will use my design from our Space Factorio Let's Play, which is quite efficient, I think. Let's actually, yeah, why not like this? I was quite happy with that design. So I will put down our train station over here. I will name it Base Iron 1. I normally don't change the color, but of course you could do that as well here. I added just another train, which is not necessary because we already have a train up there. Then we can, of course, unload our train. Like this, we will need some chests here as well as a small buffer. Then we will unload those onto a belt. That's the wrong direction. Then of course we will need a splitter to join these. And then we will put this one over here. And then we can simply put these everywhere. So it's getting unloaded very fast. And then of course we will need to hook those up. That's of course only going until there. And this one here. Just like that. Very nice. Then we could add another energy cell here just to make sure that those are powered. And then what I like to do is put another one of these here. And then we can have up to 4 belts of output, which is really convenient. Then we can go underground here. And of course as well here. And simply, oh sorry for that one. Simply put that here. What I like to do if I can is of course space them out evenly. And then of course we can just go ahead, copy this over and make sure that we have a couple of these stations available. And we will definitely put in one more. This is gonna be base coal. Actually, no, let's not put it in here. Let's get rid of that one and let's get another one here. And then let's put it here. Just like that. And then of course we can share the power here. And then we can feed in the coal from over here. That's way easier. And here we can do this, of course. Very nice. Then of course the last thing to do is to hook up some power down here, and of course we will need to spread it to over there as well. Very nice, perfect. And then we could just go ahead and actually wait a second. We will need to do this. And then we can go ahead and copy this one over to have, for example, 4 stations or 4 belts of iron. I think we would need some more smelters in these lines, but don't really care too much. Actually, what I would do is, of course, add in another belt balancer. That's also quite easy to do. Let's actually not do it here. Let's do it here. So let's go ahead and copy this over. Get rid of that one. And then we can simply come over with these. Like that. Then of course we can get rid of all of this. And then we can get ourselves, where is it? Where's the belt balancer? There it is. Can put it in right there. And then this is gonna be the center, so maybe I'm just gonna go to put it right here. And then we're good over there, I guess. And here as well, so that's looking fine. These 2 stations are ready. So let's actually go ahead. Very important to do is to put this one at the end. And then something I really like doing is putting in these small stackers at the end of each station. So they all have individual stackers. That's really handy to make sure that they all work fine. We will use these over here, just like that. And then we can use, so that's 1, 2, let's actually check in the middle. So that's there, is that correct? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very nice. Let's put them at the same distance. And then let's simply do something like this. And then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very nice. Then we can do this, of course, hook this one up. And then of course we will need to split this here. Do we have still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yes, nice. So then we should go ahead and copy this one, put it right here. And then we can of course hook it up somehow. Let's pretend that there is a rail over there. And then let's simply do this for the sake of this tutorial. And of course, what we will need to do is get some more signals going. So of course we will need as well a signal here, and we should put one over here actually. Then we should have one here and one there. And we should definitely have, actually it depends. We could go for one like these, but actually I think I want to go, let's actually go for chain signals here, because in your hub or base or whatever you want to call it, you should just simply use them. Then we could put one here, and then of course we will need some coal. I will pause the record and quickly install a coal station as well. Wait a second, my hotkey is not working. Here we are. I added this sweet little coal station right next to the iron station. Of course, I added some extra signals. And then the next thing to do is very important. Actually, I don't really like that, but it's gonna do. Actually, we will need, of course, to automatically feed our locomotives. A very nice way to do that is to simply use the coal we're getting into our base, in every case, to load. So let's simply use this small little design. Of course, this one is gonna be in the way now, so let's put it there. So we can hook this up right here. And then of course we can hook this up here. Then I will place down our first coal train. Actually, I think you can also somehow name the... but at least you can pick the color of the train if you want to. But first of all, of course, he is gonna go to coal 001. And he's gonna stay there until his cargo is full. And then he's gonna go to base coal, and he's gonna wait there until his cargo is empty. And then of course he needs some fuel, which I will give him as a head start. And then you can follow him to go to the coal station. Then he will bring in more coal, and we will give this guy a head start as well, because he's already filled up with iron, I guess. He's already filled up completely, yes. So let's tell him what to do. He's gonna go to iron 1. He's gonna wait until his cargo is full, which is actually true right now. And then he's gonna go to base iron until his cargo is empty. Let's set him to automatic, and you can see him starting to go to his station. And as you can see now, the coal is being put out onto this belt to go to our smelting area, and to this belt to feed in the coal locomotive and the iron locomotive, which now has nearly the third stack in. So as long as your routes are not extremely long, your trains will not get out of fuel. Actually, I think it's quite easy to expand this setup even to a mega base style, which can be done, of course, but that will be much simpler with the mod I will be showing you the next time, or how to use it. Something that can come in really handy is to put in item names in here. I think it had something, it was something like this: item name equals iron ore, for example. No, maybe it's been like that. Or maybe you had to activate that in the settings as well. Maybe it's simply item. Yes, it seems to be simply item, but it's not displaying it correctly right now. Took me a second to figure that out. You need to go to F4 and then tick this show debug info in tooltips. Then you will have these items or icons in here. But of course, this would be coal, so you could do something like item equals coal ore. And you can actually literally do any item. You just need to know the item name. And as you can see, now all of our iron plates are filled up, so our trains then should actually stay at the base soon enough. As soon as all of these chests are filled. And I think I will end this episode here. I hope you learned a lot. Of course, you can also drive the trains. You can enter them with your enter key. And I think I'm gonna do maybe another special episode on signaling. But that's gonna be something else. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any future Factorio tutorials or other stuff I'm producing. Stay safe and have a good one. Bye.